Did it all just fall in place?
It was coerced, by the way, into place with a little bit of extra money. That's what it was. A couple things. Glover at the age he is, he can't afford to take a loss, and he knows that. So he wants to probably let the dust settle, see how these two guys fight. He is probably hoping that Jan wins. That's a good fight for him.
Yep.
But if Ankalaev wins, that's not a good fight for him. Styles make matchups, and Jan is somebody that I don't think can get up off the bottom against Glover.
No.
Whereas Ankalaev is going to be a lot harder to take down and a lot harder to hold down, and the speed in the hands and the feet, all those things will be a problem. So, but Jan could also keep this, if he can keep this fight on the feet against Ankalaev, he can knock out Ankalaev. So there's a lot let these two guys fight. Let them do some damage to each other in hopes that, hey, when it comes my turn around to fight, then I can at least have a better game plan and more time, because he's only going to have one shot.
Okay, then let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. So why is it that when you go to Glover and you only present him with Ankalaev, that's the only fight you present him with? You say, hey, Yuri's out. We're going to move Ankalaev in there. And he says, hey, that's a completely different style. I need time to get ready for him. He's fighting Blachowicz. Why don't you bring Jan into it? Now, why is it okay that you can bring Ankalaev into it with Blachowicz, who he was supposed to fight, I understand, and kick Glover out? Why couldn't you have done the Glover versus Blachowicz 2 fight?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Dave, can you pull up Jan's record? Did Jan win his last fight?
Yes.
Who did he fight?
He fought
I got it coming.
Alexander
Rakic.
Oh, Rakic.
That's
But
it.
Rakic tore his knee.
Yeah. But he won. He won his last fight. That's
I get what you're saying. And then he lost to Glover before that. I get what you're saying. But I think because both Jan and Glover are both older,
Yeah.
they went with Glover first. He turned it down. Ankalaev, like Dana said, has the longest win streak.
Well,
in light
Jan's not going to turn it down. He's already fighting him.
No, I understand that. I get what I'm saying. But they went to Glover first saying, hey, we're going to give you the title shot. This is the guy that we want you to fight because he's got the longest win streak. Jan, I get it. I understand. You know why? John, why are you even questioning? You know why? Because Glover's fucking old. They don't want him to become champion again. Let's go ahead and let's just throw it out there. That's why. But in all fairness, I saw where you were going with it, and I'm just proposing the argument is that Ankalaev was supposed to fight Jan to see who was going to fight probably the winner of Yuri and Glover. Ankalaev's got the longest win streak. It's only fair to give it to the guy who has the longest win streak over Jan, who's already been champion but lost, and then now is trying to make a run back. I see what they're doing, and I also think it's smart on their part as a promotion to have him fight Glover. Glover didn't want it. Fine, fight Jan for the title, and if let the dust settle and see what happens. I doubt they'll offer him another title shot, though. I doubt they'll offer Glover.
This is the point, and this is Glover's upset by this, and I understand why he's upset, because see, when you're Glover Teixeira and you have fought for the UFC for all these years and you've always done everything that they've asked, and you did win the title and you lost it in your last fight, and you're gonna get the rematch, and then it doesn't happen. You expect for them to at least understand, hey, just give me this fight instead of this one. And when it doesn't happen, you're upset. When exactly what you're saying, look, this is business. And they look at it as business. And they look at it and say, no, Ankalaev is the guy that we want to push towards being champion because we believe out of all of you, he's the best fighter.
John, remind everybody what
Lorenzo
remind everyone what Lorenzo Fertitta told you one day about business.
As simple as it gets. He says, friendship is friendship and business is business. But don't ever believe that friendship's going to beat business. Business takes priority. And this is exactly what it is. Business.
And once you realize that, and if you don't believe that, go back into the history of what's going on. Of what's happened in the UFC history. You have Matt Hughes. You've got Chuck Liddell. You have guys that were guaranteed jobs for the life of the company.
Yep.
Company was sold. Money was made. Billions of dollars were made. Those two guys were gone. You know what I mean? Like their salary was $250,000 a year, $250,000 a year, I believe is what it was. Once the company was sold, those salaries went away. It's happened multiple times. GSP did the little sneaky to get the Bisping fight. That pissed them off. So that's why I believe that you and I have talked about this. That's probably why they didn't let him go box. Because you burned us. You were supposed to fight and defend that title one more time.
Yep.
You know, at least one more time, and you didn't. You just left with the title, went off running. So that I believe that's why they didn't go let him box. So who knows? This is a business decision right here. That's what I feel. I agree with you.
It is.
But it's not. But it is only fair that you allow Ankalaev to fight for the title. With the longest win streak, unbeaten or whatever it is, gotta let him. He's gotta eventually get there. Why not now? Kill two birds with one stone. If he beats Jan, he's gonna fight. If they're gonna offer him to Glover too to beat Glover, we'll see. And in the process, Glover's getting older.
I totally understand exactly why things worked out this way, and my whole point was, you know, in Glover, I understand, and Glover is a great guy, one of the best guys you'll ever meet, and I can understand why he looks and says, "Man, I've done all this stuff. It's business. They don't care about the friendship. They care about the business."
See that, John?
Zero fucks.
That's how many fucks they give, right?
Zero.
100% agree. Nah, look it.